mother-in-law kept complaining that he's very restless. He's going out of house, not telling me where he's going. I'm very worried.
She started forgetting, going for a walk. She would not know how to come back.
People with dementia live in their own story world. So in the broad daylight, they may tell that it's night and it's raining, and they may start arguing with you about it. And the first thing to do is not argue back.
They know about diabetes, they know about heart problems, they know about cataract and all that. But if you ask anybody on the roadside what is Alzheimer's, they'll draw a blank.
He was very gentle, but he would keep on talking, but none of the sentences were complete.
So long as you realize that this is the disease which is making them like this, and not because they want to hurt you or they want to make you miserable.
Just imagine forgetting everything that you have learned since you were born. Everything, from doing your work to even eating food. Well, that is what happens in Alzheimer's dementia, a progressive degenerative disease that affects the memory, thinking and social abilities of a person.
According to the 2015 World Alzheimer's Report, approximately 50 million people are affected with this condition worldwide, and this number is expected to double in another 20 years.
Absolutely. Well, welcome to Doctors on Call. Today we are going to take you into the lives of a few people whose family members are suffering from this underdiagnosed and underappreciated condition. I am Dr. Sonia Lal Gupta.
And I am Dr. Sabir Gupta. We visited the Delhi chapter of ARDSI, or the Alzheimer's and Related Disorders Society of India. This is an NGO running a daycare center for patients suffering from Alzheimer's dementia. There, we met a few of the family members of patients having Alzheimer's dementia.
There was tremendous restlessness in him. He wouldn't sit for a while. He would want to go out of the house all the time, and he would go to office not telling anybody, and he was 80 at that time. We talked to a doctor friend of ours, and he suggested that we consult a psychiatrist. So I got the appointment. We got him to Delhi and went to the doctor. He said the first day he met, and he said it's dementia.
Today India has got a population of say 125 crores. So 11% of that is the senior citizens who are above the age of 60. So you can imagine how many people are candidates for this disease.
Mrs. Khanna's mother moved in with her daughter 2 years ago. After a fire burned down her hotel in Dalhousie, Mrs. Khanna was forced to move in with her daughter 2 years ago. After she moved in, the daughter started noticing changes not only in her memory but also her personality.
Getting aggressive, she started hitting the servants in the house. Initially, to nahi pata laga. But then she started forgetting, going for a walk. She would not know how to come back, and small things like this started happening. So then we took her to the doctor, and it was diagnosed that she has dementia because she didn't know how to keep herself busy.
Right.
And then she was very fond of needlework, so पहले तो करती थी, but इस particular stage में she would refuse to do anything.
So even all the things that she liked to do, she wasn't doing.
Yeah, she was not doing. Like she loved watching movies, TV, but she would not do it anymore. The needlework I used to give her, she used to throw it on my face.
Now a brain weighs less than 2 kilos, but it is one of the most powerful organs in the human body. Small neurons all connected to each other. Chemicals called neurotransmitters help spread the messages across these neurons, forming memories. In Alzheimer's, a protein called beta amyloid begins to stick together and another protein called tau begins to break apart. This causes both proteins to start depositing in the brain. That starts blocking the signals and messages from getting across the neurons. This causes the brain cells to then start dying and the brain starts to shrink. Now, for example, let us show you. Now the brain on the left is a normal brain, while the brain on the right has Alzheimer's dementia.
Mrs. Khanna's mother's dementia slowly progressed to the point where one day she got lost and could not return home. We also spoke to Dr. Manjari Tripathi, a key member of the society and also a professor of neurology at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences.
Now, as a clinician, I would like to see my patients come in very early when they have just subtle changes, either be in memory or personality or behavior. These should not be overlooked in the elderly, because very often in our country there is a saying ki boodha satya gaya hai, yeah, he has become old, you know. There is nothing such as that.
You know, in India, 4.1 million people are affected with Alzheimer's, and actually this number might just be an underestimation. But what we all have to understand is that any type of dementia just doesn't affect the patient, but also the family and caregivers.
Absolutely, Sameer. Well, that's it for now. See you next week.